Hello, hello, hello! Kamusta mga minamahal ko? Hi everyone! I am officially back. It is I. You thought you've seen the last of me? Absolutely not. Bad bitches don't die, like I always say. Good afternoon, Muscle and Erin. Hi, hi, hi. Well, I haven't said my, my spiel in a while. But, oh, hi, Maggie. I have not forgotten Maya Maya Magindara, my sister from the ocean. How is everyone? How are y'all? I'm not really sure about my current audio situation, so if something is weird, if you can't hear me, please let me know. But like, how would you let me know if I said that if you can't hear me? But yeah, I hope that my audio right now is loud and clear. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes, it is I, your hottie with the horns, your internet mom without a firstborn, your moon-eating, fortune-telling dragon from the West Philippine Sea. My name is Bibi. Did you miss me? So yeah, I actually just woke up from a quick power nap and had a short, I don't know, I don't think that's a snack. I ate rice and dinuguan. Is that counted as a snack? I ate it at 4:30 p.m. I'm counting it as a snack. That is not my dinner. Yes, it's a meal, but I ate it at snack time. So, well, so for those of you who have been wondering where I have been, well, as you know, I have been resting in my tea house because of the events that have been happening in the household for the past few months, and I have just been taking my sweet time. I've been having longer mushy downtime because during the past years, Moshi comes here and she just stays for like 2 or 3 days. But for the past 2 months, her schedule had freed up quite a lot. So she's been staying for a week at a time. So yeah, I could not be bothered to let people know that I'm alive when Moshi is here. Yes, I did hibernate. Sadly, my hibernation was not under cold ice. I've been hibernating under a mountain. I will not disclose which one so that people would not disturb me when I'm trying to rest. But yeah, I've just been resting. I was also recently preparing for my IELTS exam. I have not scheduled it yet, but I've enrolled in an online class of some sorts. Well, it's not really a class, but more like a course because I get to study it at my own pace. If you're wondering why I need to take the IELTS, I'm planning to take my master's somewhere else, not here in the Philippines, and it requires for a certain band in the IELTS exam. I think it's at least 7.0, and yeah, I need to actually enroll in class because I cannot go there and have my English skills assessed and I talk like, I don't know. I talk like this. I cannot. I really cannot because like I don't want to scare them. I know I sound scary and intimidating sometimes. So I need to learn how to talk like a real proper person because, my accent is kind of weird because I don't really speak to a lot of people. I'm mostly speaking to myself like this. So there's that. Aside from that, what else have I been doing? Oh, I've been kinda sad and lonely because my beloved snail, IRL, my brother, who is more like my child, he has graduated from senior high school, so now he's in college. He went to the big city, so now I'm left here. Well, he still texts me a lot, like sends me a lot of memes and pictures all throughout the day. But I still kind of miss him. Yes, they grow up so fast. And he's been texting me about this cute ROTC person, and I'm like, I swear the fuck to God, if you get scammed into joining ROTC because the recruiter is a hot person, I'm gonna kick your ass. Because we have talked about this. You're not built for that. You're probably gonna do CWTS or what's the other one? It's LTS. Yeah, but he's been telling me like, oh, I saw this very, very attractive person trying to recruit people to do ROTC, and I'm like, nah, fam, you're not built for that. Hello, Zeri. Hi. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but that is Chi Chi. Just like me, she is still alive. Yes, exactly, Masuk. I also did LTS. Chi Chi. Can you hear her? She's like telling me, Mom, open the door. Because like, I've closed the heavier door because like my room has two doors. One heavy door that she cannot open, and the other one she just pushes it. And she's like, Mom, open the heavy door. Anyway, also, I'm very, very glad to tell everyone that I've been more motivated. That's why I'm actually here. I've been motivated, finally. Maybe it's because of the extended moshi time. Like, I've been recharging my batteries. That's why I'm more motivated now. I actually did some exercise this morning, which that never happens. Like, who is she? Girl boss. So yeah, that's all that's been happening. Also, well, you might already know this, but I still watch a lot of Asian dramas. Mostly BLs and GLs, but I've also watched some non-gay ones. But yeah, it's mostly BLs and GLs. If you're gonna ask for recommendations, I am more than glad to give them to you. How about everyone? Any updates from all of you? Because like, I have been out of the loop for how many months now, so I don't know what's happening in the local and the general VTuber sphere. Like, I actually forgot that I was a VTuber. I thought I was just like a rotting piece of Bakunawa under. Hold on. Chi-Chi is still screaming at me. But how do you pronounce that? Palia? I'm not really sure. I have not yet clicked the link that Maggie has given me. And I'm planning to very, very soon because I had been informed that there is a fishing mechanic, there is farming. That's my jam. That's my shit. Chi Chi wants to cameo. Yes, but like she's the type of cameo that just shows up every single episode until she is the main character. A trap game? Like what kind of trap? Like financially? You can romance women. Amazing. I still don't know anything about the gameplay aside from what I've learned from Maggie that you can farm, you can fish, and now you can romance women. Three things that I really, really like. Oh, it's a 3D Stardew. So is it like very, very grindy? Because the only thing that's been stopping me from playing things like Stardew is, I don't want to play games that are really grindy, even if they do have farming and fishing, because I know it would take over my life and I have a lot of things to do. With purple people. Now, I'm even more confused. Animal Crossing. So it's just very, very chill, I guess. I don't know anything about Animal Crossing as well, aside from what I've seen from Maggie's playthroughs. So all I know is that you get an island and then you decorate people's houses. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. But knowing me, knowing myself, pick up and drop means like a very, very different thing for me than most people. When you say pick up, I'll be like on that game for 1 or 2 weeks nonstop until I lose weight because I will forget to eat, I will forget to sleep, and do just the game. See, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Same, Muscle, same. I cannot drop games. Once I start them, I just keep on playing it until I get sick of it. Anyway, I just noticed we are at 9:69. Nice. Do not perceive us being online during work hours. I will pretend that I do not work. I do not know y'all's work hours. No, what is work? Who is she? I've never heard of her. Anyway, I do not judge people, like grown-ups, playing during their working hours because I used to play Valorant while actually teaching. I did not intend to. That was not in the plan, but it just happens sometimes that I'm playing and I I assume that the class won't push through, and then suddenly, hi, class time. Then I have to teach while I'm diffusing. What is this? Anyway, I've I've like listed down the things that I'm planning to talk about, but I keep on forgetting. And what is this even? I do not understand what I have written down. So we're gonna forget about that for now. What else have I been doing aside from watching BL? Oh, I have just remembered randomly about this study by a Japanese scientist because like I saw water beside me, like a huge, I think this is 3 liters. I'm not sure. Two and a half, three, probably 3 liters of water. Like, there's this interesting study about how water retains more information than we initially thought it does, and I've known that for a while. Basically, the way it goes is that you have different samples of water, and then you whisper or just say it out loud different types of words, and then they freeze the water. And if you look at them under the microscope, they would all have a different freezing crystal thingy. I don't know what you call it. I'm not a scientist. Anyway, so the takeaway from that is that if you say nice things to the water, it makes a pretty pattern. And if you say bad things to it, obviously the pattern, well, there's not going to be a pattern, it's just going to be ugly. But recently, I've seen a different study. It's connected to this, I swear. Hi, Sarah! I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you. Where was I? Oh, there's a different study. It's also about water. But this time, what they did is just expose the water to images. Like, just show it pictures or like actual objects. Like, there's this picture of them holding the petri dish on their hand, and then after a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds, they looked at the water under a microscope, and it has a vague image of the hand, which is very, very creepy. And then they tried it with pictures, like there's a picture of a swan, a house, I forgot the other ones, but you get the idea. They exposed the water in the petri dish to different images, and then if they put it under a microscope, they have the image. Well, it's not an exact copy, but like, you know, just like a person drawing what they've seen, it's not going to be an exact image, but you know what it's trying to do. And I don't know, that's just one, amazing, two, very scary, because like, what do you mean the water can see me? What do you mean the water can see me? First, it was plants. Yeah, that's what the study is saying. And there's also this scientist lady that talks about how when people are like gathering, gossiping on a table, like she meets up with her friends and they start to gossip, she would rather, you know, get dehydrated. She would not drink water from that table because it's basically poison now to her. So yeah, now I'm genuinely scared. Now what do you call this? The moral of the story is, don't gossip anymore. Because bad water will be bad for you. That's what they're trying to say. And this is a scientist lady, and I'm like, okay, Miss Ma'am, hot scientist lady, I will follow you. But also, I'm just very, very scared now. I've probably been drinking, you know, you can't really tell where the water is from, what things it has been exposed to. So all our lives, we've just been drinking this bad water. Stay dehydrated. Oh no. No, always drink your water. I have like a huge bottle of water with me, and yeah, I'll just resort to whispering nice things to my water bottle now. People would probably think I'm crazy, but they won't think I'm crazy if they can't see me and I don't leave my bedroom. Anyway, yeah, that's my little news for the day. Water can see us, and so can the plants. The plants and the water have been watching us, and we've just been doing weird things in front of them because we didn't think they're sentient. Oh no, Masseldom. Not like that. You say nice things. Like, I don't know. Like, you're beautiful. I'm beautiful. Something like that. Hello, Di. Hi. I haven't seen you in a while. I've missed you. We were just talking about how water is sentient, basically. Or at least it has photographic memory or something like that. There's also something about like water molecules and their ratio, showing the golden ratio and stuff like that, but I don't care about that anymore. I just care that the water can see us. That is scary. But also yeah. You know what? That works. You're so cool. But you know what works better? Saying that to yourself. Because Maggie, no! Not like that. Everyone please drink water. Like, I can see that y'all are so thirsty. I don't know if it's because you're dehydrated or that's just your perpetual state. But yeah, please hydrate. What a time to be alive. The streamer is the person telling everyone to hydrate because y'all are so thirsty. Anyway, why did I start talking about water? Shape. You know what? When I've read that water can be any shape you want, my brain just went, shape of water. The Guillermo del Toro movie. I will not elaborate. I am very, very sure that half of you know which movie I'm talking about, and you've seen it. You've enjoyed it. You filthy freaks. That's not what I read from it, Maggie. That's not my main takeaway. What allegory? Yeah, that's my main takeaway. Woman, sexy fishman. That's it. But hey, maybe some people intend to bring in some more meaningful takes on the movie, or interpret it that way. That's them. That can't be me. I am a simple underwater creature. Speaking of sexy fish man, this cannot be good. I have seen recently that there's I don't know if they're still casting for it or they're already preparing to film, but there's one production that's ongoing about a merman. I'm pretty sure it's BL because that's that's just the news that I see most of the time, but yeah. So if ever I find it again, I just know who I'll be sharing it to. Sexy fishman? Yeah, there's a merman BL. I don't know what the plot is, but I saw a mermaid. I'm not saying that I'm a mermaid fucker, but I just think they're really neat. Oh, I don't think that it's going to be on Netflix. I think they're just going to upload it on YouTube, it's going to be for free for everyone because they have reached their donation goals many times over. What do you mean? Mermaids are neat, right, Maggie? Come on, defend me here. Hello, Skinnerd. We are just talking about sea creatures. Yes. Maggie, sit down. Now my brain is just like repeating a word. It starts with the letter C. And I'm not going to say it. Half horseman? So, which half though? Like, is the top part a horse? Or is it the lower part? And if it's the lower part, is it more like, you know, the head of the horse, like the neck and up, would be the torso of the human part? Yes, Chi-Chi, we're just talking about half-horse men. Chi-Chi does not enjoy this. Right? Because, like, they have two torsos, technically. Wait, centaur. Now I'm very confused. Half horse. We are adults here. We are all adults. Not very responsible ones, maybe, but still. Hold on. I will be just letting Chi-Chi out for 5 seconds because, like, she's crying about the door. Come on, Chi-Chi. Go out. Huh? Come on. All right, I am back. Okay, tikbalang. I'm still not sure how tikbalangs work, but like that goes for most half human, half something else creatures. I am gonna have to Google and I'm just gonna look at the images because, like, in theory, I know what a tikbalang is, but like, how does that work? Okay, I just saw a tikbalang riding a horse on Google, and now I'm very confused. Well, I have always been confused, but now even more so. Human bare chest. So, real question. Are tikbalangs all male? Or are there hot female tikbalangs? I'm not gonna ask if they're single or anything. But just for science and culture, are there female tikbalangs? Because all I see are male tikbalangs on Google. I need an expert. I see. Hello, Mire. Hi. Oh, Mire, I still haven't. I've been busy. I still haven't sent you the thing that I was going to send you. It's actually already like prepared. There's like a note on it. I already have like the address thingy on it as well. But I haven't found time to go to LBC because there's no LBC in my town. I have to go to a different town, like the one next to ours, so that I can send it. But yeah, once I remember and like when I have the time, I will. Yes, die. Like that's what I hear from like the older people. Like, the tikbalang is trying to get this girl, blah 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 blah. But like, all I'm saying is that female tikbalangs, the fan arts are onto something. Goblin Slayer. I think I've seen like one or at least half an episode of that. Like I only went through half of it and I'm like, yeah, this is too hot for me. I can't. Anyway, why am I thinking about tikbalang reproduction? No, no. Not actually thinking about the reproduction part. I'm still stuck on the tikbalang titties. And if there are female tikbalangs and how they would look like. Oh no, Maggie has passed on the curse to me. Where would the titties be? Would it be like... Nah. Nah. How do manananggals make children? I don't think manananggals make children. I think they eat children. That's what I heard from Halia, or at least, that's allegedly what she does. The police cannot prove anything. But yeah, if memory serves me right, the manananggals and all the other aswang thingies, it depends on where you're from. Like some of them say that there's like aswang blood or whatever. There are those who are like saying that it gets passed on through something from their mouth. I think it's in the Manananggal's case, I think it's some sort of chick or something. But like from my from my CW one, wait, was that 101? 100? I forgot. Anyway, from my very very hot CW teacher from many many years ago, according to her, she had this grandma who was allegedly an aswang, but like she's very very old and she couldn't die until she passed on the aswang trait to someone from her bloodline or something like that. And yeah, she said that she went there when that grandmother is dying, and her aunt was like, she's the only one who can take the aswang legacy or whatever you call it. So her grandmother spat out something dark, like it looked like a rock to her, and then the aunt had to take that thing into her mouth, and then only then did the grandmother die. So hot woman professor who was engaged during that time, I actually had a crush on her. That's why I did well in that subject. had aswang blood. That's my takeaway from that. Can the chicken become a manananggal? What? Isn't it like the chick is inside the manananggal? Right? Because like Halia has a tiny baby chick inside her mouth. Hello, pizza and archetype. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome. We're just talking about monsters. Beautiful monsters. Like the manananggal. Anay? Really? Interesting. I'm really interested in like actual Filipino rituals because we don't see a lot of it anymore since we've been Christianized hundreds of years ago. All I've seen is some babaylans still doing their thing. I forgot where it was. Let me just look for it. I forgot. I also forgot the name of that content creator that documented his Babaylan family, and they were doing rituals. It was very, very interesting to see that that part of our culture is still alive and well these days. Maybe not so mainstream, but at least it's still there. I love how the conversation went from chicken to Mino. We just think Mino is a huge chicken. I went on here thinking I will be talking about very, very light things, and now we're talking about aswang. I love it. Chicken expert. Mire, don't say that because, like, Halia has a sisiu inside her mouth. And Mino would be so happy if he hears people saying that he's a sisiu because, he would be the one inside Halia's mouth. We don't want Mino to be happy like that. Show him a chicken and he'll say, yes, that is a chicken. I am expert. Legit, he will. That's exactly what Mino would say. It's okay, Mino's not here right now. We're not gonna tell him. We can't have Mino inside of Halia's mouth. The Lulu levels would reach a new height that we don't want. Fried manananggal? Not me actually thinking about it seriously. Will that taste good? No, Masa, don't say it. No. No. Will it taste like chicken though? Because, like, imagine the manananggal, half of it, like the one that stays on the ground, that's like the most human part, right? And then the upper half that has the wings, that would be probably like the most chicken-like part. But then again, at the same time, the wings look more bat-like, and therefore you wouldn't get a lot of meat from that. But if you eat the legs or the butt, because that is the biggest muscle in the body, and therefore if you want to eat a humanoid, that's where you know what? I'm gonna stop self-incriminating. You did not hear me talk about that. Thank you. It's okay, Sarah, because sometimes we are just exploring thoughts, and whenever I stream without a proper topic or a game to play, and y'all talk about these things, we are going to head into weird directions. But yeah, if you have questions in life, just look up at the moon, think of me, whisper my name 3 times. I will answer your question like some weird version of Bloody Mary or something. Oh, I just looked to my right and I realized I have one of my tarot decks here. I haven't been doing Mystic Mondays in a while because I haven't been streaming for months now. Like, I've been streaming on and off sometimes. But yeah, generally, I haven't been streaming. That's why, also haven't been doing, like, readings in a while. I don't know if my cards still love me. Chat. How did you come to this? Sometimes, how they say birds of a feather. Yeah, birds of a feather talk about weird things together. Which question though? Because, like, we all have a lot of questions. If mananangals are chicks, why are they depicted with bat wings? Because I have my own theory about this. Because imagine, like, if they have chicken wings, we might mistake them for angels, and that would not be so scary, right? Maggie got it. Yes, Spain horny. Dark angels. Still. Like, angel sexy, but like, I guess bats are just more repulsive. Or at least to me, they are more repulsive. I know somewhere out there will be someone who would think, bat, I would. But not me, because, is it time to dox myself? Okay. I studied from elementary to high school, on a different town from my own hometown, because, like, I don't know, we had a business there, so it was more, convenient for my parents to just send me to school in that town, and the town was named after bats because there used to be a lot of bats in that town. And in my high school, which was a Catholic school, by the way, we had this building wherein there's a lot of bats. They just hang out in there, and there's a lot of bat shit. Literal bat shit, and it didn't smell nice. So in my mind, that's disgusting, not sexy. You just implied Spanish or words they want to the aswang if they made them pretty. Well, well, they were not wrong. I like big bets and I cannot lie. You know what? That's it. Massel wins for today. You see, this chat is full of mature adults. I'm not gonna say old, because like, yeah, we're all around the same age here. And these are the types of puns that we get. Yes, Bat Lady sexy. Absolutely. Like, whoever thought that manananggal would be scary? Because, like, you know, half lady with bat wings. No one would want to bonk that. They were bravely mistaken. Anyway, I was gonna talk about something else, but like, now my mind is just like, hot bat lady, hot bat lady. Well, hello, hello, Ame. Hi. We are just talking about hot bat lady. I know that does not make sense right now, but yeah, we are talking about local monsters. We have a manananggal, which is half of a lady with bat wings, and we have unanimously decided that they are hot. You got me there, because like my mind was like Ame or Taka, because like I'm just sure that it's the first two syllables. I have been away for a long time. Yes, hot women always. That's what we're talking about. But not just hot women, hot monster women, because apparently Chat and I have like a very specific taste in hot women. What do you mean interchangeable? Like, you get one lower half from one manananggal and then you switch it out to a different one? We're gonna have to ask Halia about that. Now, I'm just thinking about it. Like, what if Halia and the other manananggals, like Yansha, Maritesu, there's many others. I'm just not sure of their names. I forgot. But like, what if they did exchange parts? Can someone do that? I'm sure somewhere out there are like half-halves of these VTubers. Pictures of them. Let's just, mix and match, switch them out. Who do you think would suit Halia's top better? Why are we so fixated on manananggals right now? Oh, that tumangkad ata ako. Halia would love that. Wait, are they all short? It's like, yeah, Mary would be short. Halia, I think, is also short. Are all the manananggal short? Oh no! Is that a requirement? Or is there like a very, very tall, long model like manananggal there? Oh, Yansha is tall. Maybe it's because, like, I think Yansha is, I don't know, she's somewhere else. She's not in the Philippines. Whatever she's eating out there, the air that she's breathing. Or maybe it's the genes. But the ones based here in the Philippines, very, very short, cute. I love them. Um, yeah. Again, this is me outing myself as someone who loves short people. Fly to compensate the height. That's a good idea. Please don't let my other friends know about that strategy because I have a lot of short friends. They might take flying lessons. Let me just drink for a bit. Now I'm just like thinking about manananggal but mermaid. You know, like they just detach from their waist, but the lower half is fish and the upper half is human. And that wouldn't work, right? Probably not. Not the best idea. Oh my god, Marilawin. Where is that from again? Is that like a bubblegum skit? I forgot. It's been a long time. Oh yeah, bubble gang. Sushi. Can you make mermaid sushi? Like legit question. Magindara sushi. A Japanese trope? I don't know. I'm not gonna say weird things again. Like, the things I've read, they don't involve sushi. The mermaids, they involve a different kind of eating. That's all I'm gonna say. Kinilaw na magandara. Okay. Okay, so if you've heard a slight noise, that's just my door opening. That is Chi Chi's food being delivered because she just ran out earlier and now she has food again. Why not? Gata is great. I love ginataang tulingan. Oh my god, I haven't eaten ginataang tulingan in a while. Gata, and then you put fried eggplants on top of it. Kiluwi, may asim pa. I have not heard that phrase in a long while. Is like usually it's old ladies who use that phrase, may asim pa. Marcel, please send ginataang tulingan. I want ginataang tulingan. Like, the crispy kind. Like, you fry it crispy before you put the gata in. Gatang paksiw, what? Half a tail. That's a snack. But rice, that's a snack. I've already had a snack earlier. I ate dinuguan and rice. I've been told that that is a meal. I maintain that if I did not eat it during dinner time, that is technically a snack. I did not eat it during dinner time. There's still gonna be dinner later after I stream, so that is a snack. No, 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 no. There's no such thing as early dinner for me. There's only late snack, dinner, and then second dinner. Right, Sarah? Sometimes rice can be a snack. It just depends on what time you eat it. Dai, I am the number one paksiw hater. Like, whenever someone cooks paksiw at home, I just go on a meltdown. Like, I cannot eat it. Last time I think I had the plague while she was here. I had to eat because like I was taking meds and they had paksiw. I tried like one bite and then I threw up. That's how much I hate it. Like, I cannot stand it. Yeah, anything is a snack. And yes, 969, nice. Lechon paksiw I can forgive. Like, that is barely paksiw. Because like, there is Mang Tomas. That is not paksiw. Wet socks. I don't know. I have not smelled my socks and thought like, this smells like paksiw. Nah. Maybe athletes wet socks, and I haven't been near athletes. Like, I haven't smelled that before, but like, nah, not my socks. But yeah, I don't like paksiw. Like, especially like any sort of fish that you put in a very clear and watery, super low viscosity type of soup. That just that is a crime. You got the fish out of the water from its rightful home. You took away its liberty and its life so that you could, get sustenance from it. And what you do is just put it in the water again. Like, vaguely tastes like vinegar water. That is just blasphemy. Hello, Urza. Thank you. And yes, pretty as ever and still a paksiw hater. I've been discussing how I hate paksiw and what's the other one? Pangat. Yeah, those two. Crimes. Actual crimes. Fish sinigang. If it's bangus, I can forgive that because bangus belly is great. I can only eat like the belly part of sinigang na bangus. That's it. That's where I draw the line. Anything else, crime. Binayabasan? What's isn't that still sinigang? That's something else, or I don't know. I just see fish in water and I go, nope, that's it. I don't care what you call it. You put fish in clear soup, I don't want it. Belly good. Yes. I love what do you call this? Bongus belly. Favorite thing. What if I am very scared? Food coloring, no! It would still taste the same though. Deep fried, yes. But personally, I like fish inihaw. That's it. Best. Grilled fish or any type of seafood actually. Like I could survive off of what was that? Masel, you do not understand. My definition of good is if it tastes like I will get cancer from eating the burnt skin of it. Like fish, isaw, chicken, barbecue, any type of grilled food. If it doesn't taste like cancer, I don't want it. Hito, yes, that's actually one of my favorites aside from bangus. Inihaw na hito. Imong mama igat. I think I have a vague understanding of what that means. Mostly because some of my friends would call each other that. Food court. What kind of food court? Like a food court in a mall, or like a food court where there will be a trial because of the crimes committed? So there will be trials. What is going on? Liligawan ko ba yung food? I am now lost. What are they trying to catch? Why is the bait eel? Are they trying to catch Moby Dick or some huge fish bigger than me? I haven't tried fishing in real life. One day. Actually, my dream is to have, like, one of those farms wherein rich people who don't really get to go to, they don't experience the farm life. They go there to relax. They pick mangoes. They go fishing. I would like to go fishing in my own farm because I cannot go outdoors. I don't think I have like the patience to fish in real life. I mean, I like it in games, but in real life, you have to be like quiet, I think. That's what I heard. And be aware of like, the fish biting onto your bait, stuff like that. Also, I have to go outdoors. Me, outdoors. That is something that is very, very unusual. Where do you go fishing? Like, are there, I don't know, are there places that let you go fish? Like, near your area? Like, I know where your general area is, but I'm not saying it out loud here. Oh, there are shy fish? Why are they shy? Ah, so you're fishing for saltwater fish? I don't know, because like the only fishing representation that I see online are those, the ones that are in rivers or like fish ponds, the man-made ones. I haven't really seen a lot of people go fishing like in the ocean. Not in the like castanet kind of way, but like, with a rod. Saltwater fish. I haven't been to the beach in like forever. I can't even remember when was the last time I've been to the beach. I'm pretty sure it's like way, 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 way before the pandemic. Habagat? That is news to me. Like actual fishing? Habagat? Our habagat? Actually fishing? I didn't know that. I think the last time that I've been to like the beach was I was still in a heterosexual relationship. I think that was my birthday. I went to the beach and I took my Armin figures with me so that he can see the ocean because like we have the same birthday and that's my birthday gift to him. And that's been how many years now? Huh. I don't know when I can actually go to the beach because like uh I just don't have the time and the patience. I'm actually very near, well, not very, but like relatively near some beaches here. Like, I'm just an hour or two away from, uh, you know, the beaches in Pangasinan. The last one that I went to was, I think the last one I went to was Bolinao. 1 or 2 days with nothing happening. Nah, fam. That is not for me. I will stick with fishing in games. Thank you. Absolutely not for me. Like, I would probably want to be there for a maximum of 4 hours with a lot of snacks and good music, but that's it. That's been on my library for a while now, but like I haven't started playing it because, yeah, I have no good reason because I still have a lot of games that I haven't finished or even started. It's been sitting in my library for a good few months. Well, there's this other one that I wanted to play because, like, I tried well, it's not the beta, the demo version. It was cute. I forgot the name of it. But, like, basically, the plot was you died and then you are fishing in heaven and you're looking for fish for these people. It's kind of like, one of those towny type of games that they give you side quests, except it's all fishing. I don't think it's called Dredge. What was the name of that? Let me look through Steam. Where is that? Where are my fishing thingies? Fishing. I have been avoiding my Steam because if I look at it and I find stuff that are on sale, I might. Oh, wait, I found it. It's called Fishing Paradiso. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. But like, I also want to try this other one called Cat Goes Fishing because, like, I like fishing and I love cats. You put them together, what could what could possibly go wrong? Yeah, it's fun. You get to meet a lot of dead people, and then they ask you to um, find them fish for some reason, and you get to know about their stories, kind of. And yes, catfishing, that's a different game, but I also want to try it because cats and fishing. Cat goes fishing. My Steam library has been very, very lonely for a few months now because, like, I haven't been playing anything. I've just been sitting here or sleeping or watching gay shows. I haven't been playing games. Hello, Sagan. I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you too. I missed everyone. Earlier, we've been talking about Monster Girls, but now we're just talking about fishing. Have you experienced like fishing in real life? I haven't, but Massel here, he's been fishing in real life. I just do that in games. But yeah. Anyway, what was I going to? Hold on. I was looking through my library. What's my schedule again? Today is Wednesday. I'll probably be back on Friday. I'm planning to play Undertale. I know it's kind of old now, and a lot of people have already played it, but I have not tried it at all. So I have no idea about like the lore, the story. I just know that there are a lot of people, underage girls, I think they're grown-ups now, who are very, very horny for this skeleton character. I don't understand. I don't think I ever will, but it's okay. Some people say it's a good game. Naive percent scrolling on Twitter. Hello, thank you for following, Merkzav. And yes, Zeri, that's all I know about Undertale, that there are a horde of people horny for the skeleton guy named Sans, and I don't know. Maybe I would find out when I play the game? Question mark. No. Not. And then, what was I doing? I was trying to tell you about my schedule. Yeah, so Friday we will be playing Undertale, and then I think my next schedule is Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yeah, Sunday I will be playing Spiritfarer. I have put this off. I've scheduled it for at least 2 times, and then I backed out last minute because I was not prepared. I was in a very, very dark place. But now, I think I am well enough, mentally, emotionally. I think I'll be able to play it on Sunday. But that's in the morning. Like, I would play it at 8 a.m. So if ever I get too sad about it, I still have at least half the day and all night to console myself. And I don't know how I'm going to do that because my emotional support, my comfort BL show just ended last week, and I don't know how I'm going to cope when I get too sad about Spiritfarer. All the other. Oh, wait, I am still watching 2 other ongoing BLs. They're not. Well, it's not that they're not as good, but like I'm just emotionally attached to be my favorite. That's why I'm like very, very sad it ended. I'm gonna go watch those right after playing because I just know that this game will make me sad. So, what time is it? It's only 6:23. It's only 6:23? Our conversation has gone on weird places. Many weird places. And it's just 6:23. Oh my god. I just got a text from my brother slash son. He just told me that he got Korean fried chicken. That's it. I'm getting updates like that. It's actually cute. Time flies fast when you're having cursed convos. No, it's not cursed. We just have a rather cultured taste. It's not cursed. We talked about tikbalangs, mermaids, mananangals, and fishing. Fishing is great. It's not cursed. Hello, Netizer. I haven't seen you in a while too. But I keep on saying that to everyone. Of course, I haven't seen everyone in a while. I have been away for a long, long time, and now I'm back. But yeah, hi. Did you also get the notification from my stream? Because earlier when Aaron was Her first chat is like, no, not my internet history, my browser history, because like my message was like, come here before I disclose your browser history. Habagat! Hi! What's going on? Well, we've just been talking, and I heard you've been fishing? I don't know, I really don't understand, but we've been talking about fishing. And also, huh? I don't know, your name came up earlier. Because, like, we were talking about fishing. I forgot how we went there. But if I remember correctly, we've been talking about mermaids, sushi mermaids. And then we also talked about, well, general, run of the mill monster fucking things. I am very, very surprised because, like, I don't know. I just don't know a lot of people in real life who actually go outdoors fishing. As you know, I'm an inside person. My pandemic activity was more like gardening. I started planting sunflowers, among other things. What else did I do? I started streaming. I think. Yeah, I started streaming, like IRL streaming with people seeing my face in a different platform. That's what I started doing because, like, I couldn't go out. It was the pandemic. But then I got burnt out because, like, um, I was doing card reading, astrological chart readings, and a lot of people flocked in to have their stuff read. And I'm like, I'm not doing this for free, besties, but like, I would do it if, I don't know, as a collab thingy. But yeah, a lot of people wanted to have their shit read for free, so I got burnt out, and yeah, I disappeared from that sphere, and now I am an anime girl. A lot of things happened during the pandemic. But I'm surprised that you really took to fishing during the pandemic. It's like I was under the impression that people didn't go out. Or was that just me? Because honestly, I I don't know. My lifestyle didn't change that much during the pandemic because I didn't go out a lot in the first place. Oh, it was very near your place, so I guess. No, not the garden. What do you mean, Muscle? I see your posts. You're like always going somewhere. And I'm like, oh, they're out again on the drive. Do you have like, I don't know, those biking groups? Because like my dad used to. Because like he stopped because of work. He used to also go motorbiking with this group, like it's an official thingy, and then they go places, a lot of places. I don't go with them because, like, I don't know. sitting on a big bike for hours to, I don't know, go to the mountains. Not for me. Oh, so that's more like, I don't know. The idea of going for rides with a big group of people, scary, daunting. But yeah, riding solo I think would be like more chill because like you can go on your own pace. Like you can go on detours. Nobody will care. But if I would go on like a ride, I would love to go to the northernmost part of the map. At least, until there's land, because I have not yet explored that. You did group rides? I am learning new things about you today. I'm already in northern Luzon, but like I haven't gone any further than um I don't know what's the most north I've been to. Me not me looking at the map of the Philippines. Let me see. What is the northernmost part of the Philippines I've been to? Hmm, I can't see it. I can't see it. I've been to Baguio, of course. Um, yeah, that's it. La Trinidad. I have not been to Vegan or Lawag. I would like to go there someday. Isabela, wait. Uh, where is Isabela? Ma- I used to take up tourism, but like my knowledge of the map, horrible, terrible, not ideal. Mm, no, I have not been to Isabela. I was thinking of Aurora. I've been to Aurora in Baler, but like Isabela, no. What do you mean 3 days and you're not sure if it counts? If you're there for like, I don't know, at least overnight, it counts. Now that I'm thinking about it, my dad used to go on rides up north, and then my grandfather he used to race like bicycles professionally, so I'm sure he also, did long rides. And I'm just like here at home talking to people on my computer. Ooh. I think Farmersan might be near where I am because like Moshi is kind of near your place, and that's like also the amount of time that she travels ish. Or is it? Hold on. I don't really know. It depends on the traffic. I haven't been down south either in a long, long time. When was the last time? It was before the pandemic too. Damn it. I haven't really been anywhere since the pandemic started. Like, the last time that I left my province was like January, the year the pandemic happened. Moshi and I went to Baguio for official business reasons and also for a long date. Davao! Oh my god, I wanna go. I haven't been to Davao, but like, that's one of the places that I also wanna go to. What? We're actually planning to go back to Baguio because like it's been a few years. Like I might take my IELTS up there, and then our plan is to just stay there for a week. Maggie, take me to Davao. Take me to Davao. I wanna go. I wanna go shopping. I actually wanna go down south in general. Like not South Luzon, but like south of the Philippines. Because when was that? I think it was last month. The snail, my brother and child, went south because he was in this national competition for what was that? I forgot. What was that competition? Broadcasting, I think. And they went south and they just went to different provinces because like I don't know, his school is mad rich and they have a lot of time to spare, and I'm just like, I want to go too. You didn't tell me that they allowed you to take parents. I'm your parent. Like, maybe not legally, but like in your school technically I am your parent because like I'm the one signing the documents. You could have taken me with you. I could have, went shopping. He's like, he was telling me, oh, they're selling pretty manongs down here, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, why didn't you take me? October. I need to go down there, like, maybe next year. Because, like, our plan for the September, because like September, a lot of things are happening for me on September. Oh, I haven't told you about it. I am moving. Like physically, like my family is moving from one province to another. Actually, it's more like we're moving back because like my dad was originally from there. And yeah, I'm moving houses, and yeah, that would be next month. So in a few weeks from now, like maybe mid-September, I will be in a new place. You will hear from me. Why did I say that again? Yeah, so September I'm gonna move, so probably October I'll be taking my exam. So I'm going to Baguio. So yeah, next year. Maggie, prepare. We are going to bother you. Cause like Moshi has already like bought tickets. Like we don't have a destination yet, but she has tickets. We just need to, find time for it because, we both have work and other responsibilities, so we can just book flights to places randomly. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I also want to taste the food there because, like, I don't know, like people go to places because of the view, shopping. I go to places so I can taste their local food. That's the most important part for me. And I like to ask the locals what are the best food because, like, I don't want to eat food from like the restaurant because, like, it usually doesn't taste the same as the authentic ones. I want the real experience. I want the local experience. Is that still a thing, right? Like nowadays, do people still do that? Like just go to a random person's house because it's a fiesta? Because, like, I could understand that prior to like the pandemic, but like in this economy, in this world situation, and all the crisis we've faced, I don't think people would be so inclined to let random strangers in. Why did you hate it? That's food! How about that? You just go there, try and taste it, and then you take notes. So that next year, you would know which houses to go to. So you would be like, I'm just gonna take a little bit from this house because, like, I know the good stuff is in that other house. Motivation to work out. That does not work for me. That's wild. Like old ladies just like calling you out on the streets. Come here, eat our food. Random child. I don't know. I don't think I have it in me to be mad about that. I'll just be like, yes, sure, random old lady. I can hear plastic bins from outside. They've been unusually quiet earlier, but now that it's nighttime, they're acting up. I don't know what the snail is sending me, but he just called me gay and evil, but like in a good way, but I'm gonna figure that out later. They just know your grandma, and then they just let you eat. That's so awkward. Like, at least for me, it is. It's like, I don't know anybody around. Like, theoretically, I should, but I don't remember people. So when they ask me about, like, are you classmates with this person, that person, I'll be like, I don't know. The power of name drop. Yes. Free food. Just say your Lola's name. They don't really, I don't know. I was gonna say they didn't really do that a lot here, but then I remember I just don't go out of the house, so they probably do. I'm just not aware of it. Shend of a far relative. Landowners. Myan! Hi! Hello! Welcome. How was work? Yes, he has been summoned by the Sigbins by my house. Hopefully, when I move next month, you would not hear the Sigbins anymore. Actually, wait, we own Sigbins too. I'm so maybe you would still hear them, but less so. Because like the Sigbins, they have this thing wherein, they hear other Sigbins from the neighbors, and then they're like, they're barking. I'm gonna bark too. Yeah, we're moving to a different province. It's still up north. Yes, next month. Probably third week. I'm not really sure. So I would probably be gone for like a whole week by then, just to, do the moving part. And then, I don't know, I don't think I can show you my new house. Oh wait, I can show I can show the Balakay my new house. I just remembered. The Balangay knows how I look like in real life, so there's no point in hiding anything. Anyway, I would let you know when I've moved the tea house. Oh, I'm planning to get my internet connection transferred. I'm going to inquire next week in that area if I should just like ask them to cut my connection here and apply for a new one there, or just do a transfer. Depends on which one is easier. Christmas doxing of 2022. What do you mean we always dox ourselves? I don't know, like, especially Mino. Me Mino, king of doxing himself. Anyway, the new house would be like, there would be a very good view at the back of our house. It's like I can literally see Sierra Madre from the back of my house. So I might share that picture to you guys sometime. You wouldn't figure out where I am because, like, there's a lot of places that you can see Sierra Madre from. Mantika threshold? What is that? Well, am I really near? Because, like, I can see it, but I cannot really figure out if that is near. Let me look at the map again, because, like... where is that? No, not Sierra Nevada. Mountains. Sierra Madre, where is it? It's on the right side. You know what? I'm just gonna look at the regular map, because, like, I do not understand this. Um, how far am I from Sierra Madre? Very, very confused. Geographically challenged Bakunawa here. Oh, apparently very, very near. Cause like, yeah, definitely near. What do you mean you went to Sierra Madre after a night out for no reason? Yeah, Sierra Madre was very, very long, so I'm not sure how close that is, Dai. Hello, Nami. Hi, hi, hi. It's like Sierra Madre is 540 kilometers, like from Cagayan to where? Quezon? Yep, she is a long lady. I don't know why you would go to Sierra Madre after clubbing, but then again, I was drunk once and I ran to the cemetery, so I'm not one to judge. I haven't really been to like the mountains, even if I've spent most of my life up north. I haven't been to the mountains because, like, why? Just why? Again, I'm an inside Bakunawa. Is that how you get a dragon made? Thank you for the idea. But you'd probably get isekai. We're in the Philippines. We don't fuck with the mountains. Oh, that's another one too. Yeah, we don't fuck with the mountains. But then again, I don't think if I don't think I will be that scared because like I'm just gonna casually reveal that there was like one time there was a shooting, you know, the military and some groups like right across the field beside my house, my current house. Yeah, there's also those groups near where I live, so yeah, nothing different. Anyway, sometimes when you live in far-flung places, you just, you know, those things happen. Once? What do you mean you run across a checkpoint once? There's, oh well, now not anymore, but there used to be like always, all the fucking time. Checkpoints are just, a part of life in the far flung place that I'm at. Oh, that kind of checkpoint. I don't know. My father is friends with them, so not really. Ha! I didn't say anything. Like, I don't know. My father just goes with them for drinks. He's like, anyway, we're from the mountains. We're not worried about that. We're chill. Are the government people gone? Like, I don't know. I don't want to receive summons or anything. I'm gonna stop talking. Hi, yes, I'm an anime girl. I'm not talking about anything that I'm. Yeah, this is a very safe place. We just talk about monster fucking. So if you're from the government, you're not in the right place. You will never find me. Stop! Bagat, don't laugh at me! Yes, I'm just an anime girl! What do you mean? I'm just an innocent anime girl with nice boobies and amazing jiggle physics. What do you mean? Bagat, what are you saying? If Mina were here, I would read the uwus, but like he's not, so there's no point. Yes, we're just talking about monster fucking and I don't know, fun things like being gay and happy. Please do not ask me about my location or the location of places that have been mentioned. I am an innocent anime girl. Look at my eyes. Now look at the places that are not my eyes. Yes, thank you. See? The jiggle physics are there for a reason, Dai. Officer, please. Yes, we just want to know the location of the tikbalang boobies. Yes. Yes, and like not just the jiggle physics. Like, can you hold on? Let me just go up. Can you see these hips? They do not lie. Officer, please. I do not know anything. Like, absolutely no thoughts behind these pretty. I don't know, what color is this? Are these magenta? I don't know my colors. Why are you hiding the war footage? Porn, yeah. You know what? That's valid. Like, just straight up telling people if they ask you what you're looking at, I'm looking at porn. Bestie, do not disturb me. Do you want to see? Oh, the steppy step. Like, okay, let me do the steppies for distraction. Yes, thank you. Here you go. Hold on. I'm too long. There we go. Can you see it? Can people see my steppy step? Yes. Can maybe the officers are feet people, you know? Maybe they're from Nickelodeon or something. Was it Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network? I don't know. Like one of the kids' channel who like to show feet. Yeah, get distracted. What more do you want, officer? I've shown you my hips that don't lie. I've shown you my golden shoes. Why have we come to this? Yes, so yeah, I'm very, very innocent. I'm just a cute anime girl on the internet. What are you saying? You know what? There, jiggle. Are you distracted yet, officer? I don't know how we got here. Like, I've prepared some like topics for today, but I did not think that I have to show my amazing physics for distraction. You know what? I should list that as one of my talents. I'm very great at distraction. I'm very, very distracting. Like, many parts of me are very good at distracting people. Destruction too. That's distraction and destruction. Both. Are you cooking rice for everyone? Thank you. I also want the ginataang tulingan. Yes, thanks. Table 2. I was going to talk about gay things. I don't know how we got here. I was going to like rant about children on TikTok not understanding. Here I am again, talking about being gay and poor. Not understanding one character of one of my favorite shows. Nadapa, natapilok, tumambling, gumulong, Zeri, are you okay, honey? Sabaw? Where's Sabaw? We are all Sabaw. I had topics prepared. Why am I talking like this? So yeah, guys. Do you want... Hello, officer. Do you want some gay show recommendation? I can give you recommendations for both types of gay, like BL gay and GL gay. I have them all. I have the goods hidden in down there. Yes, they are, Maggie. They are slandering Chicken Tito. I was so sad because these children. Okay, let me provide some context because, like, I think Maggie and I are the only ones who understand Chicken Tito. Okay, so there's this show. It's like one of my favorite BLs of all time. It's called Moonlight Chicken. It's about this guy who is turning 40. He's gay and poor. He owns this Hainanese chicken rice place. Anyway, you can think of it as a karinderya, but they only sell chicken rice. And they're about to get evicted because, you know, that's how it is. Because, like, it's just right after the pandemic, and then he meets this kind of younger guy, like, not very, very young, that he's, you know, way too young for him. Like, he's in his mid 20s, or like maybe 26 at most. And he's like, nah, we can just like maybe hook up once, but like I have a lot of baggage and trauma, and I have a lot of things to do. I'm raising my nephew, who I don't know right now is actually also gay. But yeah, so a lot of people are mad at Chicken Tito because there's this one scene where he finds out that his nephew that he's been raising since, I don't know, that his nephew is gay with this other boy who is deaf, and he's like, oh, you're already poor and now you're gay too. And people are very mad at him for that, because they're like, you're also gay and poor. What are you saying? Why are you such a hypocrite? Besties, that's the entire point of his character. That's the plot of the show. He's gay and he's poor. That's why he's so scared for his nephew to be gay and poor as well, because he's in Southeast Asia. Being gay and poor at the same time, bad combo. Very, very bad combo. It's not fun. I'm saying it from experience. Exactly, and the children don't understand that. And they're saying like, but he's supposed to be the one that understands him, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, bestie, the thing is, you can't give what you don't have. He never had anyone who was supportive of him, because you're in Southeast Asia. Him and the child's mom, his sister, they ran away from home because Southeast Asian things. Anyway, his sister, who is the only one that he considers as a family aside from his nephew, are supposed to be like the ones helping each other. But even his sister is like, I just don't understand gay people. I don't think their love is the same as man and woman. Stuff like that. Very, very typical traditional thinking. And like, that's the only person who ever cared about him. And well, the other person who cared about him, that one's dead, and that brought him a lot of trauma, because yeah, that's right, we don't have the same rights as heterosexuals. It's like when his partner died, all their savings together were taken away by the parents of his partner, because they were not in a joint account, because they were not married. They can't get married. It's not legal. All right, Skinner, bye. Anyway, I'm just I don't know. I'm just very, very sad that they don't understand that's the situation here. And it's very hard for that character to see that, things are not as bad anymore. Like, he experienced a lot of bad shit. Because, like, he is turning 40, so back then, even 10 years ago, things are still really bad. Like, things are getting better now. But the things that he has experienced made him think that if you're poor and you're gay, bad things happen. Like, unlucky things happen. And there's no happiness in there. And he's just very, very afraid for his nephew's happiness. And he comes around. That's his whole character arc. This younger guy makes him realize that, that's not the world anymore. Like, the world is changing. We just wait for these dinosaurs to die, and yeah, we're going to be fine. And he realizes that, yeah, maybe we will be fine. Maybe Li Ming, my son/nephew, will be fine. So it's okay to be poor and gay right now, but yeah. Right? The 90s homophobia! Oh my god! Anyway, I just don't think that the kids on TikTok understand that, because they did not live through the 90s homophobia, especially when you're gay and poor here in Southeast Asia. It's a very, very different game. Hello, Bunny. Hi. Hi. Good evening. I was just ranting about the show called Moonlight Chicken and how people on TikTok do not understand being gay and poor. Anyway, I feel so much about this character because, like, we have a very similar, well, they're kind of heading for a better place now. We have a similar situation with Thailand, since we're both Southeast Asian countries where gay people have no rights. And I do not, it's not that I agree with him that you shouldn't be poor and gay. You have no right. I'm just saying that if this was a real person, I wouldn't be so mad at him because I understand where he's coming from. He needs more kindness, more time to realize that he should be more kind to himself, because that were those words that you're already poor, you can't be gay. He's not really saying that to his nephew. He's saying that to himself. He was projecting. Exactly. It's not the best reaction. You're right. But that's how people are. And that's what made the show great, actually, in my opinion. It's that people are not saints. People suck sometimes. But, you know, people learn. People grow. And I think that's what's important. We, like, even me, I'm very, very gay. And I also had a phase wherein, you know, I was thinking that, oh, I can't be gay. Maybe I'm attracted to women, but we're not gonna think about that because I cannot be gay. I'm probably gonna marry a man, something like that. And that was a long time ago. Again, people change and people grow. People realize things. And yeah, his character did improve by a lot at the end of the story. Anyway, aside from Moonlight Chicken, I would recommend Not Me. My favorite Be Gay Do Crime. I love them, but like, I cannot really watch that show without crying for some reason. Like Moonlight Chicken, I'm just really sad looking at it and like, hey, he's just like me. But Not Me, I cry about it every single fucking time. Yes, I have watched it several times, and I will still probably cry when I watch it again. Something about it just hits different. So if you haven't watched that, I highly recommend Not Me. But it's not on YouTube for the Philippines for some reason. I don't know why. But you can watch it in many different other sites. I will not direct you to illegal sites. No, officer, we're only doing legal things here. Those are like, you know, my top two favorite, like, meaningful BLs. I also like, oh, My Only 12%. That is very, very, our age. His, like, main character had a breakdown after watching Love of Siam, you know, with Mario Morer. Because, like, yeah, that's the type of quote-unquote BL we had during the 2000s. The gays always end up dead or unhappy or compet. Thank you for the hydrate, Myeon. And yeah, I've been saying earlier that the water can see us. I am scared. But also, I'm gonna start whispering to my water every single time I drink. So, you know, I'll just keep saying, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, your hair is amazing, your skin is glowing. Things like that. Yeah, because Myeon is back and he redeemed hydrate. And now I'm drinking. But yeah, that was just a commercial. Actually, we were talking about BLs earlier and how being poor and gay in the Southeast Asian region is not fun. I was making some recommendations. Like, I even had the shit listed down, but we ended up talking more about monster fucking earlier, so there's that. But yeah, if you're interested in like realistic, kinda and meaningful BL, I would recommend Moonlight Chicken. Not Me. What else? My Only 12%. I would also recommend I Told Sunset About You, but that's mostly for aesthetic and acting. But like, it's about, you know, coming of age, being in high school. It's very realistic, but at the same time, it doesn't hit the same as Moonlight Chicken did, because like, I'm an adult. I have adult problems. Oh, also, I would recommend the show that just ended last Friday, Be My Favorite. It's more of a fantasy, but there are parts there that, you know, it really hits some very, very real issues for me. Oh yes, the lighting was so pretty. Like they had this gold and teal scheme going on. It was well done. And I'm actually waiting for what do you call this? Last Twilight, because that show, it's probably gonna air later this month or next month. It was made by the same director of Moonlight Chicken, so I have high expectations for that one. Oh, thank you for the stretch. My back is saying snap, crackle, pop. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, Be My Favorite. It just ended last week, and I'm looking forward to Last Twilight. That one is about a blind guy. Wait, let me remember. Okay, it's about this blind guy. He was, what do you call this? An athlete. I forgot what his sport was, because all sports to me are sports ball. Anyway, so this guy, athlete guy, he went blind. Actually, he's not yet blind, but look, he is going blind in 180 days. Like, how long is that? How long is 180 days? I don't know. I can't do math right now. But his mom was like looking for someone to take care of him, because like, you know, mom's got shit to do. So she can't really take care of him full time, but like, he hates everyone because, you know, you're an athlete and then suddenly you don't get to play anymore because you can't see well anymore and you're starting to go blind. So he's just like saying no to everyone until this other guy comes along. That guy is kind of an asshole, kinda, and he's like making fun of him, and then he chooses that guy because like, oh, he's not patronizing me, he's not treating me like I can't do anything, let's just get this guy. And yeah, that's that's the main gist of that show. I'm looking forward to it because director of Noparnak is a good filmmaker, and yeah, I bet it's gonna be great. And hello, Mr. King Awesome. Hi. Right, Marcel? Yours is Sportist, mine is, oh, they're playing sports ball. I don't know what that is. I'm too gay to know what that is. It's sports ball. I can still watch stuff on the weekends, Myeon. Because like right now I don't get to binge on gay shows anymore because I have to study for my IELTS exam. So yeah, and I still have work as well. But I might schedule on the weekends depending on what is showing. Because right now I'm trying to just watch the ones that are airing weekly so that I don't have to binge watch them and like forget my sense of time, my sense of self. Thank you. I wouldn't be taking the exams until probably early October or late September. I'm still on the process of reviewing. And actually, that's also why I've resumed streaming again. Because, like, part of the exam would be speaking, and I'm not speaking to anybody here. Like, I just stay in my room. I only get to talk to people when I work. Other than that, I don't get any human interaction. And speaking is a skill. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's why I choose to speak to my microphone, to you guys, just so that I am not awkward. Because I'm really awkward in real life. I don't know. What if I just say weird things to the proctor or whoever is holding the exam thingy? I have to learn how to talk to people again. Oh, I am great. I would say I'm rather great. I haven't been like great in a long while, but hey, I'm here. I haven't been streaming for months. And this is my comeback stream, actually. That's why it's just chatting, because I just want to catch up with you guys. I was actually going to do a karaoke stream, but then I haven't figured out what my songs would be. So I guess I can't do it right now or this week because I've scheduled games for the next 2 streams. So maybe next week. I am kind of planning to do like an Asian set list. Asian in general, because I will be singing Filipino songs both in English and in Filipino. I'll also do Japanese, Korean, Mandarin, Thai. I'm thinking if I should learn Bahasa songs because although I did take some Bahasa units back in college and I kind of understand a tiny bit of it, I didn't really focus much on the songs. And like the only song that comes to mind, I can't even remember the title. So I'm like, oh shit, I can't. So I'm thinking, should I learn some Agnes Monica songs? Disney deep piano sleep music. Oh, there's such thing. I haven't been listening to music in my sleep because like my brain, it goes places if I hear anything. I just have to take away all of the light and sound, any sort of stimulus, because if there's anything going on, I wouldn't be able to fall asleep. I have a very bad sleep cycle right now. My body clock needs a reset. That's really nice. Oh yeah, like a lot of people are going back to college. I know because like my brother slash son. That sounds weird, but like he's actually my brother, but I treat him as my son. He just went to college and now I'm left here, sad. I think that's why I'm back in, back to streaming right now. It's because it's too quiet in here. Like, I have like two siblings, and both of them are like in the big city right now because my brother just went to college, and I'm left here taking care of my mother. So yeah, that's why I'm back to streaming. Oh, that's nice. Oh, studying is great. I'm also aiming to go back to studying for, you know, higher education purposes. I'm gonna try for an MA elsewhere, not here, elsewhere. That's why I've been studying for my IELTS. Where was I? I was discussing something earlier. Now I forgot. Anyway, once I got my shit together, where is my schedule book? There it is. I might be able to. Oh my god, it fell down. I might be able to resume my Mystic Mondays and like the regular book reading. I've put off scanning my children's books for a long time. I'm still planning to scan them, but while that's not happening, I might continue reading the history book that I was reading. We are on book 2, I think. Bye. Have a great night. Anyway, where was I? What time is it? Oh, it's almost 7:30. Anyway. What was I gonna say? I keep on forgetting. I'm just so glad to see you all again because I've been away for a long time. I keep on thinking that when I come back, people won't show up anymore because they forgot that I exist. But, well, y'all are still here, and I'm so glad. And I missed all of you. I hope to play games with you guys sometime soon when I get my shit together. But yeah, for now, it's just going to be like those solo games. Again, I'm gonna be back on Friday at 8 p.m. We're gonna play Undertale. We're gonna figure out why the people are always talking about the Sans guy, the skeleton guy. Why they are so inclined to bonk a pudgy skeleton, I don't know, pixel guy. And then on Sunday, right? Sunday, right? Yeah. Yes, that's all I know about it. People are horny for the skeleton guy. Like, I don't even know about the plot. As far as I know, the plot is people are horny for skeleton guy. Roblox stream? Ah, thank you, Marcel. But Roblox, I don't know how to play Roblox. Where do you play that? Because, like, I've only seen Roblox from my little cousin's phone, and I don't understand any of it. Oh, it's cross-platform. Is Roblox on Steam? So it's kind of like, Y8. I don't think I don't think I'm young enough to remember Y8 as a formative experience. 1v1 kids, let's fucking go. I want to eat some kids. Hi, officer. No, I'm not talking about violence against children. I'm very innocent. Look at my eyes. Look at my pretty, pretty eyes. Hold on, let me. Oh, not those eyes. Those are different eyes. See, my eyes are very, very innocent, right? Let's zoom in further. See? Look into my eyes. Am I pixelated yet? Y8 is your childhood? I think I was already like a teenager or a young adult when Y8 became a thing. Yeah, I was probably like late teens or like early 20s when Y8 became a thing. But yeah, do you like this? Do you like me being this near? Or does it scare you? Let's go nearer. I'm starting to pixelate. That's not good. But yeah, hi. Do you like this? Do you like my eyes? Do you like the jiggle jiggle of my eyes? Right, Marcel? I think Marcel and me are like around the same age. It's like my little brother is the one who played Y8, and we have at least a decade between us. But yeah, should I just keep on streaming like this? Like, maybe let's shrink it a bit. That's too intense. But yeah. Hi. There. Yes, I'm staring into your soul. I haven't done like extreme close-ups in a while, so that was very fun for me. But what is not fun is I can hear the Sigbins going at it again. I don't know, is Roblox like what's this? VR chat wherein you can like go into rooms? Cause like that's what it seemed like to me. Or is it more like the interface is like play these games? I see, I see. Oh. What is worse, hand lotion as fabric glue or fabric glue as hand lotion? That's what's going through my head right now. They have VR support. Like, so it's just like VR chat. What I have seen is like people playing Valorant on Roblox, and that's all I remember because it's Valorant. Is it also like what do you call this? It's like I know that a lot of children, like very very young children, play Roblox. Is it also kind of like the way people played Minecraft, wherein they have like Roblox girlfriends and they do weddings there? No, not the new skin. Like, I'd rather use retinol instead of the fabric glue. Thank you. What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't go there. Hmm. Tank simulation. Oh, Myeon would love that. Tank simulation games, SCP and shooting games. I've only ever seen what do you call that? The Valorant one and this other one where they're just jumping. Because like I had a student once and they're like, "Oh, I want to show to you my Roblox," and they just share their screen and they're playing Roblox, jumping from one platform to the other. So I was like very confused about what's going on. But like, yes, I'm happy for you, Bessie. Yeah, they're like just jumping, like, yeah, parkour games. I can't believe that there was a time in my life where I thought, I want to learn parkour in real life. Can you imagine me doing parkour in real life? Hello, me? I mean, can you these pretty magenta eyes doing parkour? No. So, do they also have Minecraft in Roblox? Wait, I didn't see that. What do you mean it's the most Rule 34? No! There's a lot of children there. Like, I rarely see actual adults play because, like, it's mostly children. At least that's what the internet tells me. There's another one where it's mostly children, but like the content that they're making, it's very sus. What's this other game? Like they make content on YouTube and it's just very weird and sus. And they're made by children. What's this other game? I think it's called Gacha Life? I don't know how it goes, but I've seen some videos and I'm just very confused. I don't know how it's played either. I just know that there are a lot of children in there. And they make suspicious YouTube videos of Gacha Life. So is it like, what do you call this? VR chat wherein the community makes the games? Or are they the ones like releasing it? Oh, I've seen a video about that, but like, I don't know. Metaverse? Like, just go to VR chat. Ah, yes. Games wherein the community makes content. What could go wrong? What could ever go wrong? I don't understand the point of metaverse. It's just like a very expensive and uglier version of VR chat. And they're marketing it like, wow, it's the best thing ever. It is so new and fresh. It's never been done before. Look, bestie. Have you seen VR chat? But then again, these games are made by billionaires. Like, billionaires? Not the smartest people. They're lucky, but they're not that smart. They also have crypto thingy. Ew. Hi, I'm Bibi Bakunawa. I'm a hater of crypto. Hold on, let me just. Oh no, not my hairline. My hairline is kinda. I don't know. I think my hairline is pretty, but not that close, please. Oh wait. There we go. Oh, it's 7:40. I keep on talking and I keep on forgetting to end my stream. Who shall we raid? Who is even on right now? Hold on, let me just do some. Let's mute this. I do not understand what's going on to my Twitch. I haven't streamed in forever, so I don't know what is going on. Oh, Hika is on. He's playing Palia. Palia? Hold on, let's raid Hika. Okay. Our favorite intern. Zuri, yes. Why are y'all? Anyway, before I send you off to Hika, who is currently playing Palia, I'm gonna. Do I start the raid now? I forgot how this works. It's been a great time talking to you guys, and yeah, I hope to see you next Friday. We are going to learn about the lore of Undertale together because I have no idea. Again, I only know about people horny for Skeleton Guy, so we're gonna play that. I hope to see you again. What do you mean adopt you? I have already adopted everyone in the chat. Haven't you received the adoption papers? Anyway, we're going to raid Hikari Tala. I'm so glad that you dropped by and talked to me. It's been forever. Hopefully, I would have the energy to, keep on streaming. But yeah, until then, au revoir, adios, annyeong. Zaijian, sayonara, sampai jumpa. Paalam, aking mga minamahal. Okay, bye-bye.